Good afternoon, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and you have studied internet online surfing at your home. In the previous class, we have done what is internet and what are popular internet services. In this chapter, we have done popular internet service. Now we will do potential threats while using the internet. In the next slides, we will learn what are netiquettes, what are etiquettes which we can use while using internet, how to compose email, how to make email accounts, how to attach a file, how to reply and forward any emails, how to add your signatures, how to manage your contacts in an address book, how to sign out and log out from your email account. Let's see what is threat. A threat can be described as a possible danger to security. So it becomes very important to be alert and vigilant while giving personal details like debit card, password, PIN, etc. on the web. A threat can be either intentional or accidental. Therefore, it is of utmost importance to be alert and vigilant while giving personal details. So let's start. What is potential threats while using the internet? There are so many threats which is given on the internet like malware, viruses, trojans, worms, keyloggers, cookies, spyware, spamming, scareware, and ransomware. The next is viruses. What is viruses? It initially behave as scareware and generates a pop-up message that tricks the user and returns in downloading a malicious program. So let's see a video on topic different kinds of viruses.
A virus is a small infectious agent that replicates only inside the living cells of other organisms. A computer virus is a program or piece of code that is loaded onto your computer without your knowledge and runs against your wishes. All computer viruses are man-made. A computer virus is designed to spread from host to host and has the ability to replicate itself. In the same way viruses cannot reproduce without a host cell, computer viruses cannot reproduce and spread without programming such file. In more technical terms, a computer virus is a type of malicious code or program written to alter the way a computer operates, and that is designed to spread from one computer to another. A virus operates by inserting or attaching itself to a genuine program or document that supports macros in order to execute its code. In the process, a virus has the potential to cause unexpected or damaging effects, such as harming the system software by corrupting or destroying data. Viruses are so dangerous and malicious that they can be automatically copied and pasted from memory to memory over and over. The transmitting power is so quick from network to network that it can hang a smoothly running computer. Sometimes it damages the important programs of the computer. Viruses are very dangerous programs that can go on their activities automatically and can do a great loss of the users. Virus attaches itself to files stored on USBs, email attachments, and hard disks. A file containing a virus is called infected file. If this file is copied to a computer, virus is also copied to that computer. A virus normally runs all the time in the computer. Different viruses are activated in different ways. You need to know about the viruses as they are the enemies of your computer. The clear knowledge of the enemies will protect you from upcoming harm committed by the enemies. Types of viruses. It is impossible to give complete information about the types of viruses. The types of viruses are changing day by day. On the basis of their origin, hiding, damaging types, operating system, etc., virus types are as follows. Boot sector virus. Boot sector virus infects the boot sector on hard disks and other bootable media like DVD or CD. From a user perspective, boot sector viruses are some of the most dangerous viruses. Because they infect the master boot record, they are difficult to remove, often requiring a full system format. This is especially true if the virus has encrypted the boot sector or excessively damaged the code. Examples of boot sector viruses are Form, Michelangelo, and Stoned. Macrovirus. A macrovirus is an original individual amongst the types of computer virus and contaminates the macros inside a pattern. As soon as you realize a spreadsheet or word processing text, the macrovirus gets into typical pattern. Examples of macroviruses are Relax, Babbles, and Melissa. File infector virus. File infector virus infects program files such as applications, games, or utilities. There are two types of file infector viruses. A direct action virus is one of the two main types of file infector viruses. The virus is considered non-resident as it does not install itself or remain hidden in your computer's memory. It works by attaching itself to a particular type of file, typically exe or COM files. When someone executes this file, it is activated, looking for other similar files in the directory for it to spread. The example of a direct action virus is Vienna. Resident viruses are the other primary type of file infectors. Unlike direct action viruses, they install themselves on a computer. It allows them to work even when the original source of the infection has been eradicated. These are more dangerous than direct action viruses. Depending on the programming of the virus, they can be tricky to find and remove. Example of resident viruses are CMJ, Meave, Randix, Merclunky. Companion viruses. Companion viruses are same as direct action types or resident types. They are companion viruses because sometimes they get into the method and accompany the other existing files. The examples of accompany viruses are Asimov 1539, T-Rex 1069. Multipartite virus. A multipartite virus may spread in multiple ways, and it may take different actions on an infected computer depending on variables, such as the operating system installed or the existence of certain files. They can simultaneously infect both the boot sector and executable files, allowing them to act quickly and spread rapidly. The two-sided attack makes them tough to remove. Even if you clean a machine's program files, if the virus remains in the boot sector, it will immediately reproduce once you turn on the computer again. Multipartite viruses include Flip, Invader, Tequila. Polymorphic virus. Polymorphic viruses are one of the most difficult to detect for an antivirus program. Antivirus software can only blacklist one variant of a virus, but a polymorphic virus changes its signature or binary pattern every time it replicates. It looks like an entirely different piece of software to an antivirus program and therefore can escape the blacklist. Polymorphic viruses include Marburg, Touareg, Satanbug, Elkern. Overwrite virus. An overwrite virus is one of the most annoying to the user, though it is not particularly dangerous for your computer. It deletes the contents of any file which it infects. The only way to remove the virus is to delete the file, and as a result, lose its contents. It can infect both standalone files and entire pieces of software. Overwrite viruses are spread via email. It is difficult to identify this for a common PC user. They were at the peak of success in the early 2000s with Windows 2000 and Windows NT, but you can still find them. Space filler virus. The space filler viruses are more intelligent than most of the viruses. A typical mode of operation for a virus is to simply attach itself to a file, but space fillers try to get into the empty space which can sometimes be found within the file itself. They are also known as cavity viruses. This method allows it to infect a program without damaging the code or increasing its size. Thus, anti-detection techniques bypass it usually. Fortunately, this type of virus is comparatively rare, but the increase of Windows portable executable files is giving way to them. Fat viruses. These hardy viruses attack the file allocation table, or FAT, which is the part of the disk used to store information about the available space, location of files, unusable space, etc. Virus, worm, and Trojan horse. People generally make a mistake to refer to a worm or Trojan horse as a virus. Viruses, worms, and Trojan horses are all malicious programs that can cause damage to your computer, but there are differences among the three. A computer virus attaches itself to a program or file and spreads itself from one computer to another, leaving infections as it travels. Some viruses may have annoying effects only, while others can damage your hardware, software, or files. Almost all viruses are attached to an executable file, which means the virus may exist on your computer, but it cannot infect your computer without a human action, such as running an infected program. Because a virus is spread by human action, people will unknowingly continue the spread of a computer virus by sharing infected files or sending emails with viruses as attachments in the email. A worm is similar to a virus by design and is considered to be a subclass of a virus. Worms spread from computer to computer, but unlike a virus, it has the capability to travel without any human action. A worm takes advantage of file or information transport features on your system. That is what allows it to travel unaided. The end result in most of the cases is that the worm consumes too much system memory or network bandwidth, causing web servers, network servers, and individual computers to stop responding. The worm has been designed to tunnel into your system and allow malicious users to control your computer remotely. A Trojan horse is full of as much fraud as the mythological Trojan horse. At first glance, it will appear to be useful software, but will actually damage once installed or run on your computer. Some Trojans are designed to be more annoying than malicious, like changing your desktop, adding silly active desktop icons. In the same time, any of them may cause serious damage by deleting files and destroying information on your system. Trojans are also known to create a backdoor on your computer that gives malicious users access to your system, possibly allowing confidential or personal information to be compromised. Unlike viruses and worms, Trojans do not reproduce by infecting other files, nor do they self-replicate.
I hope you enjoyed the video and you have understood the concept of viruses or different threats on internet. Now the next topic is netiquettes. The term netiquette is a combination of two words. Net means internet and etiquettes mean good manners. How you behave on the internet is netiquette. There are some rules which we have to follow while using the internet is also known as netiquettes. So we can say that it is defined as a special set of rules that governs the behavior of a user communicating online. For this, next video is on netiquettes. So let's see the video.
Features to be kept in mind while using internet. Avoid getting into unnecessary arguments online during a chat and discussions with other users. Remember that all other internet users are strangers. You do not know who you are chatting with, so be careful. Be extremely careful about how you share personal information about yourself online. Choose your chatting nickname carefully so that others are not aware of your real name. Do not share personal information in public space online. Do not give it to strangers. Be extremely cautious about meeting an online introduced person. If you choose to meet, do so in a public place along with an escort. If a situation online becomes hostile, log off, and if a situation places you in fear, contact local police. Save all communications for evidence. Do not edit it in any way. Also, keep a record of your contacts and inform law enforcement officials. Network should be protected from the access of unauthorized persons. Password should be changed at regular interval of time, and this should be alphanumeric and should be difficult to judge.
Our next topic is email. What do you mean by email? Email is a method of exchanging messages between people using electronic device. So, let's see what are its features. While using email, automatic reply to messages, facility to send copies of a message to many people. Signature can be attached. What is signature? An email signature is a block of text that is automatically inserted to the end of an email messages you send generally. A signature is used to provide the recipient with your name, email address, business contact, information, website, URL, or even memorable any quotes. You can send file, graphics, or sound via using email in a compressed format. Emails are automatically date and time stamped, so you need not write a date and time because in email it is already stamped in. Let's see one more video on topic electronic mail. In this video, you will learn how to create email account, what is the use of inbox, how you compose or write mail to other users, how to attach a file.
Email. Most people use internet primarily to use email and surf the World Wide Web. What is email? Electronic mail is called email, is the process of sending and receiving messages over the internet. After reading your email, you can reply, forward it to others, or delete it. If you want, you can print your email messages. An email address is required to send and receive email. They usually consist of 3 parts: a username, an @ a domain name. You can log into your email account by entering your username and password. Composing a new email message. Click Compose button. Type the recipient's email address in the To box. You can enter multiple addresses by separating them with a comma. In the CC box, Carbon Copy, type the email addresses you want to receive a copy of the email. In the BCC box, Blind Carbon Copy, type the email addresses you want to receive a copy of the email. The email addresses of recipients who are in BCC will not appear in the headers of the message. Type a brief description of the email message in the subject box. Type the body of the email message. If you want to attach files to this message, use the Browse buttons at the bottom of the page to choose files from your hard drive. You can include many attachments with the message. If you want to send your email message now, click Send button. The Inbox folder. Inbox is an organized place to get your mails after sign-in. The Sent Mail folder. A copy of the sent message will be placed in the Sent Mail folder. The Drafts folder. Before sending a message that you have written, you can save it as a draft in the Drafts folder. The Trash folder. Trash contains those mails which you have deleted. The Spam folder. Gmail will deliver messages from members of your contact list to your inbox unless we know with high confidence about that. They are moved to Spam folder. Sign out from email account. Open Gmail. In the top right, click your photo. Click Sign Out.
Last but not least, I hope you enjoyed the videos and understand all the concerned topics of Internet online surfing. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye till the next class.